Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. And today I want to do a real review for you guys on the TTQ Lavalier wireless mic model DX6, I believe it says on the system on the website that I have right now. If you've already watched the unboxing video, great. That means I don't have to go through what you get in the box, all of these things. But I will talk about the features and what I think about the mic, and then of course I'll let you guys hear a real audio test while I'm recording this. Like test. This is from the TTQ mic level. Microphone number 2, which is the second one at the bottom, and I have noise cancellation mode on. I'm gonna turn it off. I like original mode instead, so I just switch it to original sound. To me, original sound mode sound way better than the noise cancellation in terms of like sound quality. Okay. Yeah, microphone 2, microphone 1, this is the receiver. And the receiver itself, let me put this down. What can you do with the receiver? You can power it off. You hold it for 3 seconds to power it off. On the right side, you have the 3.5 millimeter jack, the type C cable port right here. You can listen from the port or you can listen from the actual headphone jack. And at the top, you have the mic option where you can change the volume of the microphone, and you can mute as well. If you double tap on this to mute, and you just tap once each time to change volume level. And then this one, I call it 1.5 number, but in the manual I call it transmitter switch, this option. So right now I'm gonna switch real quick to the volume. I believe it's on volume 3. Let me see. Oh, it was on 4, so it's on 5. So I'm gonna switch it back to switch it. You just have to press it one time after each other. So I'll leave it on 3 for now. So this is what you can do. And then in this is where you can switch like the transmitter, like which channel is transmitting the audio from, things like that. And then you power it off on the side. So that's what the transmitter can do. I'm gonna use just this mic for now. So on this one has the same option as the mic over here as well. So on this one, you have the power button on the top left. You have the mode option on the bottom. With this one, with the mode option, you can switch from reverb. You can switch from original sound mode and then noise cancellation. And then on the right, you have the type C, the headphone jack, and at the top, that's where the mic is. It has a little cutout where you attach the wind cover or clip or wind filter. And then on the front, you have this screen where it tells you what option. If right now I'm in regular sound mode, this is how you can tell this is the 4th icon. If I switch it to noise cancellation, you'll see it switch. Well, it's gonna go to reverb, so it's on reverb now. It's red. I'm gonna go back to noise cancellation. Noise reduction or cancellation is blue, and then regular sound mode is green. as you can see. And if the mic is muted, it will highlight which one is mute, and then it'll be red over here. And your battery indicator will be in here as well, which is blue. It's full charge. And then if Bluetooth is on, this one will highlight blue. Third one was the connectivity. Like if it's connected, it will show you its link with the receiver and all of the other ones. So these are the options on the actual mic for each one of them. Actually, as you can see, the same thing as this one. All right, so I'm gonna do a test real quick. So I'm gonna talk to the TTQ mic. I am speaking from both mic 1, mic 2. So I am speaking from both of them at the same time. Now I'm speaking from one by itself. I'm speaking on the other one by itself. And I'm on the regular sound mode. So I'm gonna switch the mode to reverb. It says disconnected for the receiver, but I believe you're still able to hear me. I am recording, I'm still speaking from the TTQ mic. So actually, let me remove it from the case, the receiver. So another thing, each time you power this on, it goes back to the default mode. It does not resume from the last mode you were using. So there's no memory save on the mode you were using in terms of noise cancellation. Because I had it on regular sound mode. As soon as I take this out, it goes right back to noise cancellation. So right now I'm on noise cancellation, so I'm gonna switch it to regular sound mode. Original sound mode. Right now I'm on original sound mode. I like original sound mode, except if you're in a really noisy area, it's gonna capture a lot of background noise. So it's best you don't use that if you're in a really loud area, if you don't want to capture every noises. And then if I press the button again, the mode switch button, the power button, it will take me to reverb. This is reverb. So this is how I sound. Reverb 1, 2. So when it's on reverb, it's in red, as you see. If I press it, it'll go back to noise cancellation mode. Or noise reduction. So now I'm on noise reduction. So I'm gonna go back to regular mode because I like regular mode. Original sound mode. So this is how I sound. So I'm speaking from both of them. If I tune off this one while I'm speaking on both, it will just now I'm back on my regular sound, but it will let me continue speaking from this. So watch this. Turning off that one. Now that one is off. If I go back to this one, you'll hear me. I'm on the TTQ mic right now. So, and you can see in here it's capturing from the receiver. So this is pretty much all of the option. And in the manual, there are a couple other things. It says, if I'm not mistaken, standby mode was, I believe, 100 days. The battery capacity is 3,000 milliamp. It's a 3.7 volt. Charge time is 4 hours. And then each microphone itself on Amazon and on the website of the company, it says it's rated for 8 hours for the working time. So combine both, you can have like 16 total. So, but in the manual, it did say walking times, you can fully charge 3 times for the 2 mic and then the receiver. And then you probably wondering what kind of mode the mic capture sound from. The mode is omnidirectional, and the frequency range is between 100 hertz and 20 kilohertz. These are pretty much the useful information I can give you. It does have dodge. Dodge is basically for like if you have music playing in the background. I'm still speaking from the TTQ mic, by the way. It pretty much, yeah, for dodge, it pretty much like prioritize voice by cutting out the music in the background and then focus on the vocal. That's pretty much what it does, basically. And what else I should tell you? That's pretty much it about the specs. The quality is great. It's not cheap. For what you pay, this is pretty good. This is really good. Of course, it's not glass. It's plastic. But good thing though, if you drop it, it's not gonna break. Also, it does capture a lot of fingerprints. I don't know if you can see it from that angle, but you can see how ugly this one is. It did capture a lot. This one have a few. Yeah, the one I'm speaking from doesn't have too many, but that's pretty much all of the specs and everything about it. So I did record a real test at the park for how the mic performs. But when I did listen to the audio after I did the real test, I did find some interesting scenario where the audio loses quality or lost connection. I don't know if it was for the distance I was or it was just a fluke. I don't know why that happened. But the interesting part was when I was listening to myself, because while I'm recording, just like I'm recording right now, you can plug in your headphone or plug in the Type-C port if you don't want to use the 3.5mm jack cable. I was able to hear myself clear when I was recording. I didn't hear any hiccups or any disconnect issues. I did hear the notice that when it do disconnect, but in terms of like the audio being disconnected where it's messed up, I didn't hear any of that until I started listening to it from the actual test that I did. But in my opinion, do I want to keep them and should you get them? So far so good. I don't want to say yes, I'm going to keep them. I'm going to have to do some more tests to see if the disconnect, some of the hiccups that I went into in while I was recording at the park. And if I do, then I might consider not keeping them. But I was trying to push it to the extreme, like by going like close to that 600 feet they're talking about. I didn't reach it, but I think I went like 200 something feet. But that was still good. So I just wanted to give you this little background information. So I can recommend these if you don't really mind the little bulkiness, because once you put this to your chest or in your collar of your t-shirt or your shirt to record, it's gonna be noticeable some way, unless if you put it under the shirt and then the mic is just facing you at the top. Like normally I put mine where this is on the collar, and then this piece is on the outside. You can put this in the inside, so only this piece is outside, so people don't know you have a mic. But it's kind of big in terms of like the square shape compared to a regular. You've seen those Lavalier mic that have this size of the piece just attached to your collar of your shirt or your t-shirt. It's not really that big compared to this, almost like 3 times the size. But I just wanted you to be aware of that. So that's what I thought about when I look at the size. But in terms of quality, I really like the way they sound so far. But once again, I have to do more tests to determine if I'll keep them. So basically, this is all my assessment on the product. Of course, like I said, this is plugged into my audio interface. That's why it gives you a notice of everything I do. It's not because I'm doing something special. It's nothing special. It's just because of that. So with that being said, I'm gonna do some more tests again to make sure that I'm gonna keep these. And of course, if you guys have questions, I'll be able to answer them. And then that way, if those issues still come back, or if I run into issues, then I can decide, okay, I'm gonna return them or keep them. But without further ado, I'm gonna switch to the actual footage where I was testing it at the park, and then you guys can decide if you want these or not. So go from there. So thank you guys for staying and watching the video all the way to this part. Hello everybody. Right now it started to rain, unfortunately, but everything is plugged in. The receiver is plugged in on my phone, and have 2 microphones in here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna test all the useful options that I'm interested into. So basically, right now I have it set to original sound. So noise cancellation is not on, Dodge is not on, only Bluetooth is on. I was gonna listen to it via Bluetooth, but I didn't wear my headset, so I'm using the wired earphone they added in the box. So everything's plugged in one of the channel, on the mic. I'm listening to myself right now as I'm speaking. You guys can hear me. So I'm gonna attach one of the mic in my collar of my shirt and my t-shirt, and then I'm gonna test the distance with you guys, the quality, and I'll switch it to different modes. Right now it's on a regular mode where it's capturing everything like normal. So I'm gonna switch back to noise cancellation. So now I have noise reduction mode on, so hopefully it doesn't capture. Yeah, I don't hear myself capturing all this little noise from the cable, so that's good. It's recording from this one as well and from this one. So also I'm gonna switch to one mic only to see if it switched the audio to mono, because it does support stereo. So but I want to see if it switched it to one single channel. So let me take this one out. This one is gonna be, I think, channel 1. Let me turn it off. 1 2. Okay, now it's off. 1 2 1 2. See that one? Yeah, that one is off. You don't hear nothing. And on the screen, the receiver, so it's channel number 2. So channel number 2, hopefully you can see. As you can see, channel number 2 is off. I'm only speaking from channel number 1. So hopefully you can still hear me on both left and right. On my earphone, I hear from both left and right, so that's good. So what I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna do a little distance walk to see how far it records under noise cancellation mode with one microphone only on. So I'm still able to hear myself. I'd say I'm at 25 feet right now. 25 feet, I can still hear myself pretty good. So far, the sound quality is great compared to the one I bought previously. this is amazing by far, so much better. So also I'm trying to keep the mic at a distance where it doesn't capture my voice too much so you can really hear the quality. But I'm at 50 feet, I believe. 50 feet. If I go all the way down here, last time I was here, that was 100 feet. So 100 feet. So I'm at 100 feet right now, I believe. And also, when I was here again last time, I think this was like, I'm at 200 feet right here. I'm gonna record where the camera is. So I'm at the entrance of this park, and the camera is all the way back there. As you can see, this is beyond 200 feet right here, and I can still hear myself really well. There's no bad quality on the audio being captured at all. This is amazing. So this is how far I am. As you can see, the whole park, that's a huge distance, and I'm still able to hear myself really well, so that's good. So I'm gonna stop from my other phone. So channel 1 is on along with channel 2. All right, so I'm going to attach channel number 2 with channel number 1 on my collar. All right, so the mic is attached to my collar on my t-shirt. So I'm speaking right now. I hope you can still hear me. I hear myself on the headset, on the earphone really well. Soon of noise cancellation. Now I'm on original sound mode. So, which means it's supposed to capture everything that's happening near me. So I can hear the cars passing by in the earphone, on the earphone. So in original mode, sound mode, I can hear pretty much every little thing. It captures everything. Basically, it's more sensitive if you put it in original mode sound. So that's really good too, because it shows you that actually really works. So in noise cancellation mode, which I'm gonna turn on right now, all right, now noise reduction mode, the mic is right below my chin and my t-shirt collar, and I'm able to hear myself well. So this is good so far. Yeah, more than 100 feet, I'm still able to hear myself. Actually, man, I'm impressed. I don't even know how to describe. I am impressed with the sound quality. So I'm coming to the phone. So I'm only using one microphone right now. So yeah, here I am. So wow. So what I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna do a test one to see what happened. But remember, this is under my chin. So if I tune it around, it might not capture really good sound because it's really right under my chin. But if you hold it and then you're speaking directly close to it, of course it's gonna capture great sound. But I'm gonna do a little test one, see what happens. So yeah, I'm running right now. Well, we've all the cable. I think it was okay. It's saying noise reduction mode. I think it was channel number 1 that was saying this disconnected. Oh, the other one. I don't remember which channel it is, which microphone. But anyway, so this is how things sound when I do a test one. So both microphone is on right now, as you can see on the receiver. both on. This one is on, of course. You can hear me, right? So yeah. So what I'm gonna do next is add the foam or the filter, the noise wind cover on each one of them, and then I'm gonna test those as well. So I'm gonna see if I can still hear on these. So, but I'm gonna attach this real quick, so it should be easy. So twist it, nice. All right, do the same for the other one that's under my chin. All right, I'm back. So I've added the wind filter or the noise wind cover. So everything is in there. I'm gonna tune on both, and then I'm gonna do a little test one with both mic on, with channel one. Now it's channel 2 that's on, but I'm gonna do channel 1 and then do a test one and see how things sound. All right, let's see, test 1. This is much better, except of course the cable for the earphone is still shaking and then hitting the thing. So with that being said, that makes everything kind of added to the microphone, been captured. But anyway, yeah. All right. So this is how it sounds with the wind cover on the mic. Everything sounds good, so I like this. But of course, I'm gonna listen to the end results, see how I really like it. So last thing I will do is go all the way over there again and then test the mic again one more time. Let's go. All right, this time as I'm walking, it's in noise cancellation mode. I'm gonna tune it off and put it back to original mode, which is so it says disconnected, but it didn't say it's sweet. Okay, okay, there it is. So original sound mode is on. Both mic. You can hear my feet hitting the grass. So I'm all the way at the entrance of the gate. I can hear everything. But even with original sound mode, since I've added the cover now for the wind, things doesn't capture like it was without it. So that is good. It does work, so I like that. So I'm gonna switch to noise cancellation mode now. All right, so I'm in noise reduction mode. So yeah, all right, I've tuned off the other one, but since the earphone is not plugged in and the one in my hand, so I don't really hear I don't hear myself speaking, but I know it's recording. So with that being said, actually, let me switch the earphone onto. So earphone has been switched to the one in my hand. The quality doesn't seem to be reduced, in my opinion, based on what I'm hearing. So this is really nice. And I'm recording only on one microphone. So that is nice. So if you don't want to use both, or if you have like an interview you want to give someone this one, and then while you're speaking, and then you want to put the headphone in there, they can listen because there are two-way audio on these. That is super nice. I love this. And even the receiver, it has the two-way audio as well, the two-way audio option. You can see, hopefully you can see the headphone jack with the Type-C. So you can either listen from the Type-C
if your headphones support it, or you can use the headphone jack, the 3.5 millimeters. This is really nice. One more time, I'm gonna switch off the noise cancellation mode, and then this is original sound mode. I do like the original sound mode because this is really how my voice sound. With the noise cancellation, it kind of like, I don't know, it enhances the sound, but it also kind of make me sound different. But with the original sound mode, I do hear myself like I really sound. Except, of course, it captures everything. But that's the only downside. So, before I go, let me turn on both. Okay, so both are on. So, you guys take care. Y'all have a good one and be safe out there. Until next time, guys. Peace. Bye.